You know, ladies and gentlemen, we have a commander-in-chief in the United States military working side by side with the Prime Minister of Israel and the IDF to destroy the devil, to destroy an individual and a regime that has killed over 1,000 Americans, maimed thousands and thousands of Americans, that has used terrorism to attack us, that has blown up buildings, blown up our embassies, killed over 250 of our Marines, and on and on and on. And finally, we have a commander-in-chief who said enough is enough. Our fantastic military, our great allies, and we're at war here at home with the radical leftists, the Democrat Party, the media, and these neo-fascist traitors, these isolationists. They're all working together as a cabal to try and destroy this effort, this campaign, righteous and noble, from within, trying to dispirit the American people, trying to create disunity, undermine our armed forces who are in harm's way. Now, we have to speak out and speak up. First of all, let's make something clear. The media support the enemy. They always do. The media supported Hamas against Israel. The media now support the Islamist Nazi regime, such as what's left of it, in Iran against we the people. Now they'll deny it. Who cares if they deny it? You know what's amazing? Our early victories have been so monumental, taking out Khamenei, taking out 40 of his top leaders. So monumental that today, Monday, the enemy within is desperate. They're panicked, and they're now doing everything humanly possible, using media platforms, using betrayers and traitors, neo-fascists, who claim to be MAGA, who claim to represent you and me, to try and destroy this military campaign. Now let's get right down to it. The fact of the matter is, so successful is this campaign that we're now being joined by the Quislings in France, in Britain, and the rest of Europe. So successful is this campaign. You know who's endorsing this effort and likely joining this effort? Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and a half a dozen other Arab countries. The world, even adversaries, the world is rallying around the United States of America because of our president, because of our military, because of our victories. Look, no war is easy. This isn't over. We can't declare victory. More the reason that you and me, Mr. and Mrs. America, red-blooded patriots, that we speak out now and loudly, that we stand up, that we are counted. Where do I mean? On the internet, social media, on talk radio, on local TV, national TV if you can, in your churches, in your synagogues, in your social communities, wherever you are, in your role in life. Speak out, be strong. We're on Team America. There are invidious, insidious forces within our country that are trying to take us down. And one of them is ABC's John Carl and the entire media industrial complex. The same media that tried to destroy Ronald Reagan, the same media that has tried to destroy Clarence Thomas and Sam Alito and any solid patriotic conservative, the same media that has worked the Democrats and the left to destroy Donald Trump day in and day out. But they have allies now. Tucker Carlson, Marjorie Taylor Greene, other names that many of you have not even heard of. But now we're told that that is MAGA. They don't represent you and me. They've never been MAGA, Make America Great Again. These are isolationists. Some of them are neo-fascists. Some of them are neo-Nazis. Some of them are just damn crazy. But whatever they are, they're not for us, we the people. I have a talk radio program, the second largest in the country. Millions and millions of you listen. We have one of the biggest weekend programs on cable. I've been in the conservative movement for what? Over 50 years. I'm an old man, I'm a boomer. So say the punks and the squirts who are really radicals, who really do not support this country. Here's an article, AOL.com, citing ABC News. So this is how this works. This is how this incestuous poison and propaganda works. One left-wing media outlet and left-wing reporter will report something, and then the rest of them run with it. The wire services run with it. USA Today runs with it. Washington Post, Politico, it just pushes out. Because we don't have an independent media. We have a cabal of leftist Democrats, many of whom hate the country, certainly hate you and me, patriots, and certainly hate the President of the United States and our military. We are going to stand up for our commander-in-chief and our military. We are going to continue to support this mission. We want to destroy this vile, Nazi-like, genocidal enemy. For half a century, it has been able to wage war against us while we play hide and seek, while we give it money, while we sign agreements. They're getting a nuclear weapon, and we're supposed to sit back and say, okay, let's stand back. Now they're trying to portray this as Donald Trump going against his word, forever wars. He's not an interventionist. He's not a warmonger. This isn't a forever war. It's a forever war against us by this regime. And Donald Trump didn't say, by the way, we're not going to be defending our nation anymore, and I want to make sure we cut our defense in half or by 50%. He's not a radical libertarian. He's not an isolationist. He's a strong patriot. Here we have AOL.com. On Saturday, Tucker Carlson condemned President Donald Trump. Let's stop right there. Tucker Carlson is an irrelevancy. He may roam around the White House like a homeless person, or he may scratch at the door begging to get in so he can put clips out and say, see, I'm with the president. But he stabs our president in the back endlessly and relentlessly. He stabs our country in the back endlessly and relentlessly. He goes overseas, trashing our country. He goes overseas. He says, I'm going to move to Qatar, which is funding, with billions of dollars, our enemies. He goes overseas, Saudi Arabia. They love him in Saudi Arabia. Why wouldn't they? He's like a front man for these countries. And they love him in Iran. The regime, not the people, the regime love Tucker Carlson. They actually run clips of his video podcast in Iran. Not the people, the regime. Trashing our country, trashing our military, saying we don't have enough munitions, our military's not strong enough, trashing you and me. They use his clips and they put them on state-run television, a regime right now that we're at war with. And half the world's at war with. And 99.9% of the world is cheering us on and our Israeli allies on. The backlash, listen to how they put this. On Saturday, Tucker Carlson condemned President Trump for backing U.S.-Israel strikes on Iran, with ABC News Channel's John Carl saying Carlson called the action absolutely disgusting and evil. The backlash. What backlash? Other than the left and the media, the Islamists and the Marxists, and the neo-fascists, there is no backlash. Make America great again. We, patriotic Americans, we support our president. We support what he's doing. The backlash landed as oil supply fears. Listen to this. Listen to these loaded sentences. The backlash landed as oil supply fears spread across markets after Trump framed the campaign as preemptive military steps meant to block Tehran's nuclear ambitions. The regime in Iran could have written this. The backlash landed as oil fears spread across markets. Just listen to these sentences. After Trump framed the campaign, not that the campaign is, Trump framed the campaign as preemptive military steps meant to block Tehran's nuclear ambitions. Carl contacted Carlson for a reaction. Why? because he knows what his reaction is. It's on his video podcast. He puts it out in his email. It's on the internet. He knows what traitor Carlson's reaction is. The president decided to take affirmative action to protect our country, to help save the Persian people, and to help protect the region. The entire region is now organized against the Iranian regime. Europe is now coming to its senses, organizing against the Iranian regime. France is even sending an aircraft carrier. Now that's a big deal for France. And the quisling that runs Britain is even allowing us to use his airfields when before he said we couldn't. Everybody wants to defeat this regime now, except ABC News, the American media, the Democrat Party, the Islamists, the Marxists, and betrayers. Folks, if you enjoyed this clip and you want to watch the entire episode, I'm telling you, you're going to love it. You can go to YouTube and subscribe, or go to Rumble and follow. And by the way, tell your friends and family too. I'll see you then.